Math 3, Unit 4, Modeling with Geometry, a study of volume, modeling, cross-sections, and solids of rotation. As you start this unit, here is a quote about mathematics to reflect with. Math is how we describe our world when words are not enough. Everyone deserves to speak math and to play math, to enjoy its beauty and its power. Jeff White. The big ideas for this unit include volume, modeling, and cross-sections and rotations. Students will explain volume formulas of single and composite figures and use them to solve problems. They will use geometric and algebraic concepts to solve problems in modeling situations, use geometric shapes, their measurements, and their properties to model real-life objects, use geometric formulas and algebraic functions to model relationships, apply concepts of density based on area and volume, and apply geometric concepts to solve design and optimization problems. Students will create two-dimensional figures by finding cross-sections of three-dimensional figures, and create three-dimensional figures by rotating two-dimensional figures about a line. In the first two lessons, students will use geometric formulas to create functions that help solve problems. Students apply what they know about geometric formulas and what they have learned about key features of functions in previous units. For example, in Lesson 1, students create a function with a volume formula to find the dimensions of a box so that the box will have the largest possible volume. In Lesson 2, students create a function to find the dimensions of a grain silo so that the silo can be built with the least amount of material. In Lesson 3, students will find volume of single and composite figures. Students then use these volumes to solve problems. For example, students will calculate the amount of food that can be contained in a carry-out container, or calculate the materials cost to make a part for a toy. In the last lesson of the unit, students will study cross-sections and solids of revolution. A cross-section is created when a plane intersects a three-dimensional solid, such as a prism, sphere, pyramid, or cone. In this lesson, students will learn how to visualize the effects of slicing three-dimensional solids and identifying the two-dimensional figures created with these slices. In addition to studying cross-sections, students will study the effect of rotating a two-dimensional figure about a line. Rotating a two-dimensional figure about a line creates a three-dimensional figure. In this lesson, students will learn to visualize what shapes are formed by these rotations. Here is a list of key vocabulary terms for this unit. Some of these vocabulary terms should already be familiar to you from previous courses. Here are some key skills needed to be successful with the content of this unit. Students should know and use formulas for volumes of cones, cylinders, and spheres, and be able to solve real-world problems involving area, volume, and surface area. In addition to your teacher and school-based resources, there are several additional resources available. The Ready, Set, Go homework help videos are housed in the Canvas site for your class. You can access these in Canvas using your student login. If you do not know how to log into Canvas, ask your teacher for help. The K-12 Math Resources website, which can be found on your school's website, includes additional support items such as unit and lesson overviews, videos overviewing the tasks, essential vocabulary, the North Carolina standards for each unit, learning targets for each lesson, and extra practice problems.